Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at the Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron Autobot Pipes review. So in this video we're going to do a review of Autobot Pipes. This is a character that briefly appeared in the Transformers G1 original series in season 3 and 4. Barely had any screen time, but actually had a lot of character, and I think that this figure absolutely captures 100% how Pipes did look like. Obviously this figure is a direct repaint and carryover from the previous War for Cybertron Kingdom Huffer, which I'll bring out for comparison later on, but this figure is actually really great. And honestly, it took me by surprise. I did not expect Hasbro to be releasing this figure at all. So honestly, I felt like they were out of options, but now I just feel like that kind of little empty space in my heart has been filled, having more G1 characters. So on the front side of the packaging we get a nice image of the car form as well as the robot form. We can see Pipes inside, Kingdom War for Cybertron Trilogy Deluxe Class, Cybertron letters. Right here on the back of the box we can see some product images of him both in robot and in car form. And honestly, I really do like how the car form looks like in this little art right here. And then right here we get that basic Kingdom art that we always get for every box. So without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see what awaits us inside. So upon getting this guy out of the packaging, I am so surprised at how well done this figure looks like and what the card was for this figure, because every Kingdom figure came with a collector card, and I'm surprised that this card is none other than Unicron, the Lord of Chaos, the Planet Eater. Call him whatever you wish. And right here, oh my god, the card looks amazing, looks really great. It's like if he's like, it's like he's ready to take on the Autobots or anything. If we flip it, we get a reality where he is in fact eating, or if you will, destroying Cybertron. So I think that looks really cool. Or it could be that one moon, that one planet in the 1986 film or something. But honestly, that looks really cool. I'm so glad I finally got this card in the collection. So I'm gonna take what's his name, Pipes, out of the packaging, and let's see if he is as good as everyone says. So here we have Pipes out of the packaging, and honestly this figure looks so great. Just look at the sculptor. It is 10 times better than Huffer. No offense, Huffer, but this figure is absolutely really fantastic. It looks really great. Honestly, for a repaint and a remold, I think Hasbro has done a really good job as far as they're concerned. I'm just gonna show real quick until the real comparisons come along how they look like together, and I think they look really great. Pipes did come with 2 accessories, being ironically Pipes, so that's funny. We do get pipes for Pipes, so you could attach these on any 5mm port on the arm on the figure. So you could have maybe both on the arm, or you could just have them near the lower part of the arm, which actually do look like blasters, which I think looks really nice. It looks cool, it looks cool like that. Gives this character a bit of a personality. This figure actually is in fact kind of hard to find now, except if you order it online, because in the stores I don't believe Target or Walmart is selling the War for Cybertron figures anymore now that Legacy came along, so it's really hard to obtain these guys. But just taking a look at all the detail, we can see some nice detail where the chest is concerned. We can see some ridges right there. Where the face is concerned, I really do like how the head sculpt looks like. I really do like this. Looks animation accurate. This looks how Pipes look like in the OG series. You can see some nice light blue eyes, just as all the other Autobots did. I really do like that. If we take a look at the feet themselves, they're the same mold as Huffer. As Huffer and everything. The arms, it is the same mold. The only difference is probably around the torso and the chest region and the head, obviously. And in fact, this piece right here is in fact different than Huffer. If we take a look at Huffer does have the truck engine facing upward, while Pipes doesn't have facing downward. So I think that was a really nice attention to detail. So obviously, just like Huffer, he has the same articulation. I will go over it once again due to the fact that the Huffer review is a bit outdated probably, so I will just go over the articulation. So the head is on probably a ball joint, could look up and down, cannot tilt side to side, but could look left to right and do a full 360. We get hinge joints, swivel joints for the arms, and a hinge joint for the arm right here for the shoulder. We get a hinge at the elbow, a swivel at the bicep. We don't get, unfortunately, just like Huffer, we don't get wrist rotations, but we can flip the wrists inward like so, but that is mostly due to transformation. We can kick the foot this far and then back that far, and then we could bend the knees past 90 degrees, mostly due to transformation. He does have this this range of motion on the ankles where he can in fact flip them out and everything. And I think they've done a little bit better job because the joints right here are really tight, so I really do like that. And for Huffer, on the other hand, they were really loose and everything. And unfortunately, Pipes does suffer the same syndrome as Huffer, having that massive ugly gap right there. Like from angles like this, it just looks like his foot got chopped off. But like probably from a certain angle, it doesn't look all that bad. But from a front perspective, it kind of looks bad. Right here at the top, we can see an Autobot logo. We can see some nice detailing on the back. I will go over the truck mode in a bit. So that was basically the articulation and the detail on this figure. Now let's take a look at the size difference between Huffer and Pipes. So from a first glance, you could totally tell that these figures have a lot in common. They have a lot of engineering in them, the same engineering on both of these figures, but we can totally tell that they are in fact different characters. We can see that they are completely different. A new sculpt for the torso, this is the old sculpt, and then we can see that from a back perspective, they do look different and everything. And I think this really does match how Pipes and Huffer did look like. Although Huffer and Pipes, I'm not so sure if they ever were near each other during the G1 series. I have to watch it again, but I'm pretty sure they weren't, because Pipes wasn't a character till the 3rd season. That's after many of the Autobots die and everything. So I think that this looks really, really nice. So now let's move on to the transformation. The transformation is incredibly simple. It's actually the same thing as Huffer, except there is a big difference toward the backpack region is concerned. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is simply just deattach this right here. You're gonna flip this over till it looks like this. And honestly, this is probably a version of Huffer but in a blue paint job, which I think it looks great. Unfortunately, on Huffer, if you do try that maneuver, you cannot do that. In fact, it's just on a hinge ring. So there's different engineering right here where you cannot switch that at all. So I just wanted to show that. So as far as the rest of the transformation goes, it is pretty straightforward and simple. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is get the legs, do this, click these two together. We have already made the back, just as simple like that. We're gonna fold in the hands like so. Fold them in like that. Deattach these components right here. We're just gonna make sure that they do, in fact, the wheels do in fact pop right here. After we have done that, you're just gonna, I recommend flipping the head over like so. After we have done that, you're just gonna make sure the arms, similar to the first arm, does in fact fold like the first one did. And it's kind of at times this transformation is a bit finicky at times, but it's overall really fun to play with and everything. So once you have done that, you're gonna tap these little tabs in the slots right here. You're gonna tap those in just like so. And then I believe you officially have Huffer fully transformed into that little cool tiny little truck mode. And honestly, I think it looks really good. And just to finalize how the figure looks, I'll have to look into instructions for that. You can attach the pipes anywhere you wish. You can put them on the back right here, as there are two little holes right here. You can put them right here, one right there, one right there. And from certain angles, they look like a jetpack or something. Or to even make this figure seem a bit more large, to probably tell more of a difference between Huffer and Pipes, you can in fact insert it on the arms, but I found it really hard to do. But you can insert it right here on this side, and it does give this figure a bit more of a truck vibe. And then you can in fact rotate the blasters like so, make it look like he is about to shoot out any Decepticons in the way. But personally, I prefer this figure more than the original Huffer figure. So here is Huffer. Let me just transform him real quick off screen so I can show you the difference between the two. So here for a quick size comparison, here we have Huffer and Pipes together, and honestly we can tell that they are the same trunk mode, but there are tiny little differences on the figure that do make them quite different. We can see this one is clearly in white. Honestly, from this angle it looks kind of longer in this guy as well, but we can see that there is no blue transparent plastic on this guy, whereas on this guy there was. We can see the front part of the cab is basically the same. The wheels are in fact a whole different sculpt for Huffer. I was not expecting that. That's a nice attention to detail right here. Obviously the bottom is going to be different right here due to the fact that it is a bit of a remold. The back is nice. I really do feel like the red tail lights on this figure do in fact look a little bit better on Pipes than Huffer, but I really do like from a top perspective how Huffer does look like. He does have that gray metallic area on the back of the truck, so that looks nice. And we can see that the windshields are painted. The windshield wipers are painted in silver, while for this one they were painted in black. So we can see there are tiny little differences that really do make a lot for a figure, and honestly this actually does look really cool. Honestly, it's kind of a tie between them. There's some things I like about this guy and some things I like about that guy. They're just really good, but obviously I'd prefer this guy more than Huffer. I'm just saying, I just like the robot more. And for Huffer, I really do like how it does look like, especially this region where it's concerned, it does look like little funnels where smoke would come out, whereas this one is completely dull. So we can see there are those little differences. So that about wraps up my review on our Transformer War for Cybertron Autobot Pipes. So some final thoughts for the Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron Deluxe Class Pipes. Honestly, this is a must-have figure. If you do have it in the collection, that is great. Unfortunately, you cannot get it in stores, but you can in fact get it at HasbroPulse.com if you do wish so, or Amazon.com. On Walmart.com, I'm not so sure, but I'm pretty sure it's there, but at an absurd price. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Tell me what you thought of the video in a nice comment, and what things I need to work on and what review you would like to see next. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all your support, and I will see you at our next video. Thank you for watching.